Picture this. You're inside a kindergarten. All the preschoolers are looking at you with big, interested eyes. They're laughing at your jokes. They're fascinated with your storytelling activity. It's an amazing experience. They're cooperating. They're doing exactly what you planned to do. And this is like a feeling of a beautiful activity for children that combines storytelling, games, music, and everything works like a clock. So this is my activity as this is my experience as a children's storyteller since 2003. It took me time to reach this stage where I know how to activate children and I know how to make them cooperate with me. But this is how it is. And in this video, I want to share with you 7 elements that will help you create a really good storytelling activity. In case we haven't met, I'm Revital. I'm a children's storyteller since 2003, like I said, and I also help parents and educators that love books help their children fall in love with books by creating great reading time. I also teach storytellers, educators, teachers how to create fascinating storytelling activities. So I try to reconcile 7 elements that will help you create great storytelling activities. Number 1, choose a book that isn't just interesting as a book, but also it's interesting to see, to watch this book. Okay, it has like theatrical elements that if you will show them to children, it will be interesting to watch. Some books are really good, but you can't really create from them a storytelling activity because there's nothing to show. So for example, The Very Hungry Caterpillar is a great story to show children because visually it's interesting. Illustration, it's interesting. I have a lot of things I can show children, okay? Number 2, think what's the most interesting way to deliver this book. What's the best way that will fascinate children? So one of the ways I choose how to deliver a book to children is by looking at the book and what is the experience that the book offers. Not the storytelling, but the book. So if you look at The Very Hungry Caterpillar, you see that it has this experience, right? With the holes. You see those holes? So every toddler or preschooler will love putting their finger and feeling the holes, right? So this is the experience that the book offers. How can I take this experience with the holes, the sensory enjoyment, and turn it into a storytelling activity? So for instance, what I did is I took some hooks that look like this, in the shape of a fruit, and then the children just have to crawl inside the hook of the fruits and they experience what the caterpillar experienced, right? Crawling inside the fruits. So the same experience the book offered, I tried to offer the children inside a storytelling activity. This is one way to figure out what's the best fascinating way to turn a book into a storytelling activity. Number 3, learn how to talk, act, and present it in an interesting way. So one of the things that I do is that I memorize the text of the book. Why do I do it? Because telling a story in the text of a book makes the ear much more interested. I'm not talking in the daily day talk, I'm talking in a book's language. The vocabulary is different. The rhythm is different. So this is one of the ways to deliver this story in an interesting way, okay? And another thing that when you memorize the text, it makes the quality of your storytelling activity much more higher because you offer children a higher vocabulary, So, number one, choose books that can be good for storytelling activities. Number two, decide what's the best way to deliver it inside a storytelling activity. Number three, learn to talk, act, and present in a theatrical way, in an interesting way. You don't talk like you talk the daily day talk. It has to be a bit different. Number four, deliver the story in a good structured way. And what I mean by that is that generally children have to move. They don't just, especially preschoolers, they can't just sit and listen. They have to move. So when you plan the structure of a storytelling activity, decide what places can you activate the children? Can you let them move a bit so it will be more interesting and they can participate and not just passively sit and listen? Number five, learn how to participate children without it becoming a mess. Okay? When you activate children, especially preschoolers, it can become a mess. They don't want to go back and sit and listen. So you have to learn the ways to activate them, but also the ways to make them sit down again and listen to the rest of the story. And number five, learn how to diagnose the group you're telling the story. And here's what I mean by that. There's so many different kinds of groups. According to their level, their language, their motorical abilities, their energy. Are they passive? Are they active? Is that a homogeneous group, or are there children like that and children like that? So experience will help you diagnose very quickly the group, and then you have to know how to react to this, how to match your activity to the group. And number seven, use different ways to engage children. Music, props, games, acting, theater, so many ways, so many creative ways. Now, maybe you're listening and saying to yourself, wow, it's a lot. I can't do all those things. I don't know how to do. I don't have enough experience. That's okay. We all start from the beginning, and experience will give you a lot. My suggestion is just, if you're thinking of doing storytelling activities to children, just start doing it. Experience is the best teacher. Number two, if you already know that you want to do that, you probably have the skills. And maybe all you need to do is to improve them or to become much more professional with them. And that's okay. I had the skill in the beginning and I had to improve it and become a professional. So I did some workshops and I did a lot of storytelling activities until I gained the tools to engage children. That's okay. If you dream it, you can do it. I want to offer to help you. So in a couple of days, I'm going to give a storytelling workshop. And thank you, Anastasia. This is a 3-part storytelling workshop, where in the first part, what you will do is you will watch one of my best storytelling activities and you will experience in yourself, how do I activate you? How do I make you laugh? How am I surprising you? How am I keeping you engaged? You will be just like a preschooler and you will see exactly what I am doing. The second part, you will discover my best principles that help you create fascinating storytelling activities online and offline. So I will show you clips and principles. I will give you the same principle online and offline. And you will really discover a lot of tools and ideas to fascinate children. And in the third part, what I'm going to do is that you're going to practice. You're going to brainstorm with a whole group of like-minded educators, storytellers, and anyone who wants to do storytelling activities. I'm going to give you a new book and you will create a new storytelling activity with all the things you just learned from this storytelling workshop. So I'm sure that afterwards you will have a lot of ideas, a lot of ways how to approach this storytelling activity. All you have to do is go to superstorybook.com/storytelling workshop and you can register. And I want to offer you a new bonus if you register for the next 48 hours. So I want to offer you another thing that I think will help you a lot, and that's a one-on-one private 20-minute Zoom call with me. What do you do in this 20-minute Zoom call? You can get advice from me for a book you want to create a storytelling activity and you want my help with ideas and tools. Number 2, how to market. You want to create paid storytelling activities and you want help with the marketing. And another thing people get advice in these calls is that you want to apply those tools in other teaching ways or things that you need. And I will help you apply them maybe with older children, maybe with different children. Now there's a lot more in this storytelling workshop. So just learn more and check it out. superstorybook.com/storytelling workshop. I will put the link inside this video. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comments, you can DM me, and if you register in these 48 hours, okay, you will also get, after the storytelling workshop, a 20-minute private personal Zoom call with me. So if you love children and if you love storytelling and if you want to combine them together and if you want my help, I'll be happy to do so, and I'll be happy to meet you personally in the storytelling workshop. Hope you liked it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments and you can share it to anyone who you think might be interesting. Thank you to everyone or anyone that was here with me live. Bye for now.